So, I got something super cool for you today. Welcome to Speak Easy English. I'm Raul, and we're diving into something that literally everyone deals with, but nobody really talks about how to do it well.
And I'm Sonia, and we're talking about new neighbor small talk today. Oh my gosh, this is such a big thing because
Right.
like you move somewhere new and you're like, okay, how do I actually connect with these people without being weird about it?
Exactly. And the thing is, most people think small talk is just like, "Hey, nice weather," but there's so much more strategy to it than that.
Totally. So let's start with the basics. The first rule I always tell people is timing is everything. Like you can't just knock on someone's door at 7 a.m. on a Saturday, you know?
Oh, wow. Yeah. So when is the right time then?
The golden opportunities are when you're both outside naturally. Like when you're getting your mail, walking your dog, taking out trash, working in the yard. These are perfect because it doesn't feel forced, and you can easily end the conversation if it gets awkward.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. And what about the actual conversation starters? Because I feel like I always end up saying the most random things.
Oh, I love this question. So instead of generic stuff, try observational comments. Like if they're working in their garden, you could say, "Those roses are absolutely gorgeous. How long have you been working on that garden?" Or if you see them with groceries, "Oh, is that the new grocery store on Fifth Street? I've been wondering if it's any good."
Right, right. So it's like it's more about what they're actually doing rather than just random weather comments.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Compliments work amazingly well, but they need to be specific. Don't just say nice house. Say something like, "I love what you've done with your front porch. It's so welcoming." Or "That's such a unique mailbox. Where did you find it?"
Oh, that's smart. And what about when you're the new person? Like, how do you introduce yourself without seeming too eager or whatever?
Perfect question. So when you're new, you actually have a huge advantage because people are naturally curious. You can say things like, "Hi, I'm Sarah. I just moved in next door. I'm still figuring out the neighborhood. Do you know if there's a good coffee shop nearby?" Or, "I'm Mike from the Blue House on the corner. I couldn't help but notice your beautiful garden. Any tips for someone who's totally new to gardening?"
Mm-hmm. So you're giving them a chance to be helpful, which people love.
Yes, people absolutely love being the expert, the helpful neighbor. And it gives you natural follow up opportunities. Like if they recommend a coffee shop, you can come back later and say, "Oh my gosh, I tried that place you suggested, and the blueberry muffins were incredible. Thank you so much for the recommendation."
Right. That's like building on the connection. Now, what about cultural stuff? Because I feel like different places have really different expectations about neighbor relationships.
Oh, wow. Yes, this is so important. In some cultures, neighbors are like extended family. You're expected to know everyone, share food, help with everything. In others, neighbors are more like friendly acquaintances who respect each other's privacy. The key is reading the room, you know?
Yeah, totally. So, how do you figure out what kind of neighborhood you're in?
Great question. So start by observing. Do people wave when they see each other? Are there kids playing together in yards? Do you see neighbors chatting over fences? Or is it more like everyone keeps to themselves? And when you do have those first conversations, let the other person set the tone. If they seem chatty and personal, you can match that. If they're polite but brief, respect that boundary.
That makes total sense. And what about like awkward situations, like when conversations just die or get weird?
Oh, this happens to everyone. Don't stress about it. If a conversation dies, you can always use what I call graceful exits, like, "Well, I don't want to keep you, but it was really nice meeting you." Or, "I should let you get back to your gardening, but thanks for the chat." And if something feels weird, just let it go. Not every neighbor is going to be your best friend, and that's totally okay.
Right, exactly. Now, let's talk about like taking it to the next level. How do you move from small talk to actually building a relationship?
This is where it gets fun. So after you've had a few good small talk sessions, you can start sharing little favors. Like I'm making a huge batch of cookies this weekend. Would you like me to bring some over? Or I'm going to the hardware store later. Do you need anything? Small gestures that show you're thinking of them.
That's nice. And what about invitations? Like, how do you know when it's okay to invite someone over?
Start small. Don't jump straight to come over for dinner. Try something casual first, like we're having a little barbecue this Saturday afternoon. Just burgers and drinks if you want to stop by. Or I'm having some people over to watch the game Sunday. You're welcome to join if you're free. Low pressure, easy to say yes or no to.
That's perfect. And what about maintaining these relationships? Like, once you've got that connection going?
Consistency is key. Keep doing those little check-ins. How's your mom doing after her surgery? Did your daughter get into that college she wanted? How's the new job going? Remember the personal stuff they've shared. And don't forget seasonal opportunities, holidays, neighborhood events, even just, hey, I saw your team won last night.
Yeah, it's really about paying attention and showing that you care about them as people, not just as neighbors.
Exactly. And here's something really important. Be genuine. People can tell when you're just going through the motions versus when you actually care. If you're naturally more introverted, that's fine. You don't have to be the neighborhood social butterfly. Just be authentically friendly in your own way.
That's such good advice. And before we wrap up, any like final tips for people who are just really nervous about this whole thing?
Oh, absolutely. First, remember that most people want to have good relationships with their neighbors too. You're not bothering them by being friendly. Second, start small. Even just a smile and wave is a great beginning. And third, don't put pressure on yourself to be perfect. Some conversations will be great, some will be meh, and that's totally normal. The goal isn't to become best friends with everyone, it's just to create a pleasant, supportive community feeling. Oh, and you know what? Let me share a few specific scenarios that people always ask me about. Like, what do you do if you have that neighbor who never seems to want to chat? You know, the one who always has headphones on or avoids eye contact?
Perfect. So to wrap this up, the key takeaways are timing matters, be observational with your conversation starters, let people be helpful, read the cultural vibe, and just be genuinely interested in people. Thanks for listening to Speak Easy English, everyone. Oh yeah, that's such a common situation, and it can be really discouraging, right?
And remember, good neighbor relationships make your whole life better. Until next time, keep it friendly and keep it real. Exactly. So with these neighbors, you don't force it. Just be consistently pleasant. A simple nod, maybe a wave if they look up. Sometimes they're just introverted or going through something. But here's the thing. Even if they never become chatty, being that pleasant, respectful neighbor is still valuable. They'll remember your kindness.
That makes sense. What about when you have differences? Like maybe they play music too loud, or their dog barks, or they park in a weird spot. How do you handle neighbor conflicts while still maintaining that friendly relationship?
Oh, this is so important. So the key is addressing issues before you're really angry about them. If their music is too loud, don't wait until you're furious. Go over during the day, be friendly, and say something like, hey, I don't know if you realize, but the sound carries really well between our houses. Could you maybe turn it down a bit after 9 p.m.? Most people don't even realize they're causing a problem.
Right. So it's like assume good intentions first and approach it as solving a problem together rather than attacking them.
Exactly. And you know what? Let's talk about seasonal neighbor interactions too, because this is huge. Like in winter, when someone's stuck in snow, helping them dig out their car is an instant relationship builder. Summer barbecues, offering to water plants when they're on vacation, sharing garden produce, these seasonal opportunities are golden.
Oh, that's brilliant. And I love how those are like they're natural helpers rather than forced social interactions. Like you're genuinely being useful while also building that connection.